The people told him, if you're a true prophet, show us a miracle. So what do you want to see? They said, split the moon. Right? That's impossible, right? Can you split the moon? No, right?
Creator.
Me and you on the same page.
I haven't personally. I haven't put a name on it. Like, okay,
He can be known through many names.
the thing is, I never put a name on it. The thing is, like I said, first I was agnostic.
Okay.
And that didn't work out for me because
I'm with you.
There was more evidence and proof.
Good.
And then I was atheist. I understand. It would have made sense the other way around, but
I got you. People get their own journeys.
I was there, and then next year I'm like, okay, I can't. I'm not gonna say that I'm agnostic. I'm not gonna put a
name on it. Yeah.
But also, I'm also not going. I'm at the point where I can't say that nothing exists.
Okay.
But I'm just not there with the world yet as far as religion.
Excellent. Well, you're here. So we're good. This is the step, right?
Yeah.
So think about this. Do you think this whole universe came out of nothing?
I don't. That's the point I'm getting to.
Good.
I've graduated beyond those.
Nice.
Those two steps.
Good.
And now I believe that there is something.
Good.
So at this point, I'm figuring out who or what that something is.
Excellent. I got you. Can you hand me my Quran? My Quran, the blue one. Yeah. Jazakallah khair. So this is the Quran, right? Just like the one you have. Same, that's hardcover, can I travel a lot, right? Now you know about the Quran?
I've heard about it.
All right, the Quran is the words of God.
I've seen it.
Right, okay, good. And now you have it, right? So this is the words of God that were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Okay? Now let me show you something. So that was 14 and a half centuries ago, right? And it says in the Quran, in the 21st chapter, verse 33, and it is he who created the night and the day, the sun and the moon, all the heavenly bodies in an orbit are they swimming. And now think about that. The fact that the moon has an orbit, maybe you could observe. But the sun's orbit is so slow that human eye couldn't observe it. Until recently, many scientists thought the sun didn't have an orbit. Now, getting all these big telescopes, the Hubble and all of that right now, we realize, you know what, the sun does have an orbit. It orbits around the center of the galaxy in a very slow orbit. How could a man in a desert more than 1400 years ago have known that?
I see your point.
Right? But let's
I didn't even know that until just now.
See, that's why I said Allah brought you here, man. Allah brought you here, right? Now let's think about this. It could be, a person who's, I like people to critically think. I don't want you to the Christians, they're like, shut up and believe. Like, I don't believe in that, right?
Right.
I believe you used your brain, right? Maybe he guessed and he got it right. Okay. Right? Look at this now. In the Quran, Surah Al-Mu'minun, the 23rd chapter, verses 12 through 14. And certainly did we create man from an extract clay, the first man. Then we placed him as a sperm drop in the firm lodging in the womb of the mother, right? Then we made the sperm drop into a clinging clot, like a embryo.
Yeah.
When it starts to grow, it becomes like a clinging clot. Now, how do we know that today? It's through ultrasound, through scans. A man in a desert, more than 14 and a half centuries ago, could not have known that. Physically, it's impossible, right? But now it keeps going, right? And we made the clot into a lump, flesh, and then we made from the lump bones. Now bones first, and then we covered the bones with flesh. And then we developed into another creation, the human. Right now, think about that. The fact that the embryo then develops, bones develop first and flesh then develops around the bones, this wasn't known till very recently. So how can a man, more than 1400 years ago,
he had to have someone or
God telling
some
him.
entity.
Exactly, right? He couldn't have done this on his own. Now, I'm going to give you a couple more just because I want you to be content, right? Look at this. This is Surah Nur, the 24th surah, the 40th verse. Or they are like the darknesses within an unfathomable sea, which is covered by waves upon which are waves. Waves upon waves. Now, the fact that the sea and the ocean has waves under the ocean, and the beneath this wasn't known until recently. The Prophet Muhammad wasn't deep diving into the ocean. How would he know that? Right?
Right.
So you look at, and I've got plenty of these, right? You look at these, it shows us that there was a revelation being given to him. You know the Prophet Muhammad, I'm going to give you a video where I give you the evidence. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Like there was a saying that I looked at. Whatever you see above, that the creation had to come from a base.
Okay.
So it came from the bottom.
So creation comes from the Creator creating us,
Yes.
right? The Creator is above. He's above us, Ta'ala, right? That Creator above created us and sent us to this world. Adam and Eve and then humanity, right? But he sent guidance like this, right? Where miracles are in front of us. Now imagine the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, couldn't read or write. That's a fact, right? A man who couldn't even read or write, how would he know such scientific facts that were unknown at that time? That could not have been known. He didn't have the technology, right?
Right.
Now, in the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and I'm going to give you a video that gives you all the evidences. I've scanned the books and stuff. The people told him, if you're a true prophet, show us a miracle. So what do you want to see? They said, split the moon. Right? That's impossible, right? Can you split the moon? No, right? He asked
It took a
Allah,
lot of thinking to do that.
right? So he asked the Creator, the moon split and came back together. And we have clear, I know it's the first time you heard of it, right?
Bro.
No, but this is good. Because I'm going to give you clear evidence, eyewitness accounts from the people that were there, from people that were in other cities, that were in other regions, from the enemies of the Prophet that were fighting him. Even they were like, yeah, that happened, right? So that couldn't happen unless you're truly inspired by the Creator above, right? So we as Muslims believe that God above that sent Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, sent them all with one message. That look, you are a creation that the Creator loves, wants to guide. Live a good life. Don't harm your body. Don't harm others. Don't kill. Don't steal. Don't worship idols and false gods. Worship the one God above. Follow the Prophet of your time. So if me and you were in the time of Abraham, we follow Abraham. That makes sense, right? If me and you were in the time of Moses, who would we follow? Moses. If me and you were in the time of Jesus, who would we follow? If me and you are in the time of the Prophet Muhammad, the last Prophet, peace be upon him, right? So who should we follow? Muhammad. You're there, bro. You got it.